football, that's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
A loss of 2.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 5. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Gain of 11 on the play.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Gain of a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Anunwa's got it, complete. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. From the 16, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
To 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. going to get it running right. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier, Olivier Vernon on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And running with power here. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 26.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown.
Jackson.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Miles Boykin, 26 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quincy Enunwa in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Score Browns 14, Ravens 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 33 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL, but it seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon, able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Finding room to the 20. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson, and that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's taken down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap, and again to Dobbins. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
And 1.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's got Snead. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at the 27.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Pass complete to.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Beckham now, it's a jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Mayfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Browns drive about to get started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the...
He's got daylight past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Give to Nick Chubb. Matt Judon there on the stop. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Mayfield. And he's got a new one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
First down, Cleveland.
A give. This is Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
At the 39.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Down and 12.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Today's final score.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Cleveland, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.